mum was 87 and we needed her to be closer to us for various reasons. And so I started looking for a particular size of lodge, first of all. I went to view lodges at various places that Homelodge gave me, and we also went to Homelodge's yard, and as soon as I walked into that, I had a homely vibe of the lodges that they built. It's a big decision to make who you go with, and that can sort of determine the whole project, you know, right from day one. And I can remember driving back, said there's nobody else that's going to come close to these guys. You have a day's meeting with Felix, and you literally go through everything, absolutely everything, from the floor to the ceiling, to the heating, to everything that you can imagine, to the windows, to the lights, everything. You go through taps, sinks, colour of the kitchen, colour of the floor, the style of the floor, and that, in the final details meeting, is all covered by Felix, and I have to say he comes up with some very good ideas. The challenges of the planning were that the council wanted this particular property lifted in because they wanted to see that it was a mobile home. I spoke to a lady who works for the Homelodge called Kim Blunt, and she was amazing. The best letters that I've ever seen in my life, you know, to the planning people. Felix was confident from day one. He said, we've done this before many times, and he was 100% confident that this particular project would be finished and on time, and it was. He was right. The guys that came and did the groundwork, they were very efficient. They dig the pads out, they do the footings, the drainage. They were here and gone within a week. They connected all the electrics that come from the main house, left the place spotless, and ready for the lodge to be lifted in. It was an exciting day, it was a nerve-wracking day. I can remember when everybody had gone home, I can remember standing in my garden and thinking, it's there. I remember the day my mum came to the lodge and she was ecstatic. First of all, she looked round and her eyes, I watched her from out there. I saw her eyes scan round, and I saw her eyes look at the furniture and look at the kitchen, and then she walked through to the bedroom and she went like that. So she, you know, I knew that she was happy. She's still got her independence. She's still got her friends that come and visit her here. You know, it's worked out just so well. I'd say her favourite features were I often see her looking out of the bifold doors, you know, to see the garden. And they bring the outside in and take the inside out. On sunny days, it's perfect. You can sit on the patio, and it sort of doubles the size of your lodge. The dwarf wall was a really nice feature that Homelodge suggested, and so if you're in the kitchen, you can still liaise with people that are in the living area. You can still see the television if you need to. I'm really pleased with the kitchen. We wanted it to be sort of future-proof and have, you know, to help Mum. So we had a slimline dishwasher put in there. There's a combination oven, so that it's one oven, but it's a microwave and an ordinary oven. Because my mum is short, we designed it so that it was eye level for her. And she's also left-handed, so we made it for a left-handed people. The Velux windows, they're remote control. So they have a blind that is on remote control that comes down and cuts the light out. They also have an opening mechanism that is also remote control. So they'll open to let the heat out, let a bit of fresh air in, and also they're solar active, so if it rains, they shut automatically, which is a great feature to have. The heating's brilliant. They're Rionti heaters, really efficient. They don't cost hardly anything to run, and the heat that they give out is phenomenal. The insulation on the property is above regulations, so it's never too hot and it's never too cold in here. It's just perfect. The bathroom cabinet was my idea. You could charge a toothbrush in it, and you can also wave your hand on it and the light comes on. I loved it. There's a washing machine in the cupboard, and we needed that, you know, so that she could still have her independence and do, you know, her own stuff. And it was all sort of designed around that sort of thing of being able to live independently, but still close as well. When we were planning it, I was always worried that she wouldn't be happy, or, you know, but she's you know, she's ecstatic. She loves it. I'd recommend Homelodge every day of the week. What they say is what they do. You know, their time frame, the quality of the work. You know, it's a 5-star review for them guys all day long. Yeah.